Hello, people. It's your daily ride sharing delivery driver back once again. And I wanted to talk about this other article that I found out about pertaining to the rideshare app Uber, one of the most popular rideshare apps out there. As in case you can't see my shirt all that well, I'm wearing my rideshare shirt by me covering an article pertaining to rideshare that I just read. Anyway, it's talking about a new feature called quiet mode, and how it works is, let's say you're a passenger, you just requested an Uber, and you happen to get in the car when an Uber driver, the Uber driver may start striking off a conversation a random conversation. But you may not be in the mood to talk it off. You may have had a bad day, or you may be the type of person who just doesn't talk a whole lot, maybe the shy type or the reserved type. Okay, with that being said, it's offering a quiet mode feature where you could press that button, a quiet mode button, to let the Uber driver know that you're not in the mood for talking. Now, on the flip side of that, it also will feature a talking button, just in case you may be in the mood to talk, or a talking feature, to put another way, integrated into the app as well, for all of you people who just love to constantly conversate and that are more of a people person or social butterfly, so to speak. Anyway, let me read this article. Okay, the title is Uber now has a quote-unquote quiet mode feature for passengers who don't want to talk to their drivers. So it's saying below that what you need to know. Uber introduced a new feature on Tuesday called the quiet mode. By the way, this particular article is from June, this past month, June. Okay. Anyway, Uber introduced a new feature on Tuesday called the quote-unquote quiet mode for passengers who don't want to be bothered with small talks during road trips. With small talks during trips. It's also saying riders have an option to click either quote-unquote quiet preferred or happy to chat in the ride preferences section, which is the other feature I meant it will be having, or will have integrated into the Uber drivers app, and the Uber riders app as well. A happy to chat feature for all of you who just consistently love to talk. Okay, let me read it again. Riders have an option to click either quote-unquote quiet prefer or happy to chat in the ride preferences section or the app after requesting a ride. Not only that, but Uber is also introducing a quote-unquote help with luggage feature to let your driver know an extra pair of hands is needed for your luggage. You know, for all you people who like traveling, catching flights, or it doesn't have to even be an airport flight, but you just love traveling. For instance, you may have an Uber driver pick you up and may intend on departing from the local bus station and taking a trip out of town that way. As a result, you may have a whole lot of extra baggage that, for them to help you unload with, or help you unload in their vehicles. And that's why it's adding also a help with luggage feature that will be integrated into both the Uber drivers and Uber riders app, just to notify the riders in case a passenger with a lot of luggage may need an extra hand or extra help unloading their luggage into their vehicle. Okay, again, not only that, but Uber is also introducing a quote-unquote help with luggage feature to let your driver know an extra pair of hands is needed for your luggage. Temperature control and extended pickup period. Now, for temperature control, let's say you may get into an Uber ride, and as soon as you get in the Uber ride, the driver may have the heat on more than the average level that you're used to it being set to. Or if not that, the air conditioner on extra high, the level of your car's air conditioner. You could press a button into the Uber, using the Uber Riders app, to notify the driver to adjust the temperature right to your comfort. However you would like the temperature, whether it may be adjusting the heat, toning the heat down some, or making the heat higher during like a extremely cold day outside, or during the summer months such as this month, as an example. They may not have on the air conditioning at all, and it just so happens you may want them to nicely turn on the air conditioning, but instead of asking them could they do so, you could just press a temperature control button using the app to let them know you would like it adjusted. And it's saying it also will be offering extended pickup period. For instance, okay, you may also have a driver, a certain Uber driver that may arrive at your location, because on average you have a total of usually 4 to 5 minutes to arrive to the driver's vehicle for them to pick you up. If you don't show up by the 4 or 5 minute period, then they could immediately cancel the ride. But it will be offering extended pickup periods because of that. And the extended pickup periods will extend to 15 minutes. Anyway, you could get an extra, you gotta let them have them wait the driver an extra 15 minutes from now on, or whenever that goes into effect, instead of just 5 minutes at the max, which is another cool feature that's on in the works for Uber. And let me just also say this as well. Uber is really coming up. I mean, wow. I never ever would have thought that Uber would advance so much to this level, to the point where you may be a certain person that may not talk a lot, and because of that, or a passenger, you may happen to want to pick a feature, literally using a Riders app that will be a quiet mode feature to let the driver know, or to notify the driver that you don't like talking, or you may not be in the mood to talk. I mean, that's just a primary example of how much technology is becoming more and more advanced and sophisticated day by day. On that note, that's all I wanted to let you all know. And until next time, have a good day.